All right, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so this is my oral presentation. This is a compound like light microscope stained image of ciliary and goblet cells. The black arrow here is showing the ciliary cell with the little extensions or whatever. And then the white arrow is showing the goblet cell. And this red arrow is kind of pointing towards the nucleus of the goblet cell. On the right, it shows just kind of a 3D illustration as to what it would look like in the lungs. So it shows the cilia and the goblet cell and how they work together, which I'll touch on in the next slide. So the different roles of ciliary and goblet cells. So they both are found in the superficial cellular layer as a primary defense of the respiratory tract. They coordinate to trap biological and inherent particles and remove them from the airways. And the ciliary cells, they have like finger-like projections, and they kind of sweep mucus and particles from the lungs, clearing debris. There are two types of ciliary cells, and the ones that I'm talking about in the lungs are the motile or moving. If defective, specifically in the lungs, respiratory infections can occur. For the goblet cells, so they're called goblet cells because they look kind of like a goblet, and they secrete mucins to replace the mucus layer, which helps maintain moisture and can trap pathogens. If defective, asthma can occur, essentially. Okay, and then the paper that I looked at was written in 2010. So it's talking about long-term cigarette smoke exposure in mice and how it affects specifically ciliated epithelial cell function. So they looked at a variety of different things. What I'm touching on in this slide and what this graph is about is the ciliary beat frequency. So the cilia, or the finger-like projections that are sweeping stuff away, they need to move at a certain rate. And so that's what this is talking about as far as the beat frequency. So they performed these in vivo in mice, and you can tell on the right here, look at the different graphs. I'm mainly be talking about the first one. So you can see the control over an extended period of time, and the CBF, or ciliary beat frequency, is relatively the same, but in the smoker, it decreases very rapidly, particularly around 9 and 12 months. And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much.